The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, people are moving to Central Florida from all over the country, all over the world, really. How long will that continue? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. Your debt does not have to control your life. You have the power to potentially lower or even eliminate your debt. I'm attorney Justin Clark. Call me now for a free consultation or visit youhavepower.com and take back control of your financial life.
You Have Real Estate is proudly sponsored by Renewal by Andersen, your full-service window and door replacement company. Learn more at rbafla.com.
Welcome to You Have Real Estate, presented to you today by Renewal by Andersen. I am attorney Justin Clark. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, seasoned investor, even looking to sell your home, this next 30 minutes is designed just for you. Think of it like hitting multiple open houses, all from your living room, with my attorney advice throughout the way. Any questions whatsoever during the program, the phone number is right here on the screen, 407-205-0400. Maybe you want to start your house hunt this weekend. You want to find the dream home for your family. Dallas Lehman is standing by at that very same phone number to get you pre-approved right now so you can go find that home of your dreams. Wonderful show in store for you today. You will not want to miss a single second. But first, the opening statement. We are told that the real estate market in Florida is a little bit different than the real estate market nationally. I tend to agree with that, and I agree with that because we have so many people moving to Florida from New York, from California, from so many other states. And really, we have an international market as well. People are moving here from different countries as well, which I think is going to keep this market very, very strong. In fact, I think the market continues to increase upward this year in 2024, even though some people disagree with me. I sit here and talk to you every single week about this. And mark my words right now as we sit here together, this market in Florida will continue to increase, not drastically like the last 2 years, but I think this is a great market. I remain bullish on the Florida market, and I do so mainly because of all the people that are moving here. So the question is, how long will that continue? That's a wonderful question, and we will answer that question by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the truly trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. We kick it off today with a visitor that we've seen many times. Tai Phan is here. Tai, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Good, Justin. Thanks for having me.
Your young son is now 3 months old, I believe.
3 months.
You don't look super tired today. How are things going?
A lot better. Getting 7-hour stretches now, thankfully, yeah.
And for the first time, introducing you today to Mark Dominguez. Mark, welcome. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for having me.
If you didn't notice, that opening statement was a little bit targeted at you because you moved here a few months ago from the Bronx, I believe. So you're one of those people we keep talking about. Welcome to Central Florida, first of all.
Thank you, thank you.
How do you like it so far?
I'm loving it.
Yeah?
It's a great vibe here. It's a great place to be.
What are you seeing? Now, you have lived in New York for so many years, your whole life, basically. Now you live in Florida. Is this true? Because we are seeing people down in the trenches. We're seeing people come here from New York still like crazy. What are you seeing?
I see that a lot. There's a lot of opportunity, great housing, great pricing and affordability. So and there's a lot of business opportunities. So that's the reason why I brought myself and my business down here.
What goes through your head? So I literally want to get in the head of the person living in one of the 5 boroughs of New York City thinking, I love New York. New York is great, but I also have family in Florida. Should I move to Florida? What goes into that decision-making process?
That hits a key point. I do have family. My parents moved here to Volusia County 20 years ago. So it's an easy transition when you have family. But getting involved in the community and having good real estate partners, lenders, title people, getting involved, at least for me, that's what I would recommend to anybody in any industry making a move, looking at all those opportunities in the communities.
You picked a good brokerage with LPT. You've known Robert Palmer for 100 years, I feel like. How has LPT treated you since you've transitioned to Florida?
It's very warm welcome. The culture is opening, inviting. It's an open culture with all the real estate partners that we have.
Well, on the behalf of the people at home, welcome to Florida. Very happy to have you. I like the jacket too. I feel like you look cool today, like way cooler than me, which I'm used to that. But
I guess I'm trying to bring the New York vibe. I guess some of us, we do bring some more New York swag down.
Yeah, of course.
But, we got to leave some things in New York too.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't closed the Florida borders to New Yorkers yet, so keep coming. We're happy to have you. Tai, over to you for a second, because you've been listing properties in Central Florida for years now.
Yeah.
And over the last couple of years, when you have a listing, how often are you hearing from people from either out of state or out of country who are looking to purchase real estate in Florida?
Oh, it's quite often. I mean, I think what you said earlier with international buyers is huge. I mean, especially with all the amusement parks we have here with Disney and Universal, everyone's trying to get a piece of the pie in terms of investment properties. But yeah, I mean, Orlando is becoming that spot where it's just nice to have a family to be raised up in.
Yeah. What part of town do people want to be? I imagine it's different. I know. So let's say it's someone from Brazil who has been here and they're here visiting and they say, hey, you know what? I want to buy a house in Central Florida. Where do they want to live?
If it's international like Brazil, you're looking around the parks area, really. They're looking for Airbnb properties or people that can be approved Airbnb properties, even short-term, long-term rentals. Claremont right now is outstanding for Airbnb properties because there's not as lot of restrictions as other counties.
And you actually have a listing here that I want to talk about, and this is one of those that a lot of times I'll try to say the street name. I'm not even going to bother on this one.
I was hoping you would, though.
Blank in St. Cloud. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, first off, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk about it. And big shout out to the amazing sellers for giving me the opportunity to list their home for themselves. Shout out to Jose and Lenny Martinez. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, excited to talk about and bring this property to Orlando. It's a captivating property in the down deep heart of St. Cloud. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home that spans across 2,086 square foot and a thoughtfully designed split floor plan. Just right behind the property is a massive patio where you can have outdoor living and eating furniture, so it'll be great for hosting family, friends for intimate dinner or brunch. But the beautiful thing about this property, Justin, is that as you drive towards the home, the property is lush with countryside living, and it's actually placed on a 1-acre lot. But what truly sets this property apart, it's the proximity to Lake Agala.
There you go.
I probably butchered that.
I've been waiting literally waiting for you to try to say that. You did a great job,
yeah,
I think.
But literally, it's in walkable distance. The lake is right there in walkable distance. So no matter if you love the countryside and you want to enjoy the true peace and quiet, or you want to live in a property and get away from the busy city life, this property is for you. So it's 3355 Lake Agala Road in St. Cloud, Florida.
And a beautiful house. Your sellers have done a wonderful job making that look great, right here at least.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that it'll go very quickly. In fact, I have no doubt it'll go quickly. If you'd like to see this property, call Tai today, 407-205-0400. But I think what is making Florida and Central Florida so attractive to a lot of people who live in different states is this price differential. Now, Mark, let me show you this, all right? This house, this is the one that Tai just showed us. You put this an hour and a half outside of the city, right? Like Westchester County, somewhere like that. What's the list price on this one again?
$675.
$675. What is that going to cost me in mid-state New York?
You can be in the millions of dollars.
Millions. That's going to be millions, no doubt about it. And the taxes, believe it or not, in Florida are still despite not having state income tax, property tax here is still way less than states like New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, right?
That's one of the drivers that brought me down here, too. The property taxes are just fantastically affordable.
Yeah.
And I'm loving it.
It makes a huge, huge difference because at the end of the day, folks, we kind of know how much money we make per month, right? We have to pay taxes out of that. We have health insurance. By the time we actually get our paycheck every 2 weeks, it's not as much as you would think. And we have a family. We've got to put food on the table. When it comes time to looking at buying a house, you don't want to be house poor. You don't want to be house poor. You don't want to be struggling and have no money at the end of the month because we're spending it all on the mortgage. And I think that's really driving a lot of people down here to Florida.
I agree.
Including Mark. Mark, great to meet you, man.
Thank you.
Hopefully you come back and see you soon. You're up in Sanford, I believe, up in Seminole County where I live, so we'll have to get together. All right, Tai, always a pleasure, man. Great to see you.
Thank you.
At Cadence Lifestyle real estate.
That is correct.
I hope your sellers are happy with this because this house is nice and they
appreciate
did
that.
a great
It's
job.
gonna go by
You
quick.
did a great job presenting it.
All right, thanks.
Here's what we will do. Quick break. When we return, let's take a little tour of Lake Mary together. How about that? As You Have Real Estate continues. You were complaining about your electricity bill, and I don't blame you. But the reason why your electricity bill is so high may be something you didn't know. Your windows, joined by my good buddy and the man over at Renewal by Anderson, Dan Brigman. Dan, it's just a fact. Bad windows, old windows, are killing people's electricity bill. Why is that?
100%. There's several main reasons, Justin. One is the technology. If you got old windows, they don't have up-to-date Energy Star technology. Number two, if you've got old windows, there's a lot of places windows can leak. Most folks didn't know that when the AC turns on, a suction is created in the house. Well, guess what? You're sucking in hot, warm air through the broken seals of the windows. And on top of that, we've got sun hitting and, of course, radiant heat leaving the house.
Special deal for you, actually. If you take out your phone, hit the QR code on the screen right now. I will connect you directly with Dan, who will offer you
a 12-month no-no and also a 24-month no-no. But the biggest is our 20% off offer that we have not had in quite some time. I didn't think we were going to have it before the end of the year. So.
Dan Brigman, excellent job as always. Here's how it works. Look, if you do the program where you pay for the windows over time, you're going to save money on your electricity bill where it's all going to balance out. Windows for free, essentially. Do yourself a favor. Visit Renewal by Anderson today. Welcome back to the show. Maybe I shouldn't tell you this, but who cares? I trust you. I live in Lake Mary. I have raised a family in Lake Mary. I love it up there. In fact, Universal Roof and Contracting just did the roof on my home in Lake Mary. So why not today have Vivian Lehman take us through Lake Mary with Vivs in your hood.
I'm in Lake Mary, Florida today, and again, weather's perfect and one of the reasons I love Florida during the winter. This area is well known for its beautiful lakes and neighborhoods. Right behind me is Big Lake Mary, and private to the residents lucky enough to live on this ski lake. What started out as a citrus-based agricultural community has grown into a wonderful, thriving, and active place to live. Many large companies agree. I'm going to talk to a local resident and find out why he chose Lake Mary to live and work in, and why it's so special. I'm here with Chris Visser. He's the owner of Cannabidiol Life and a resident of Big Lake Mary. So I wanted to ask him why it was so special to live in this area.
Well, Vivian, my wife and I, we were looking for a home, and we have two beautiful little girls. Mm-hmm. And so what we needed was a family atmosphere.
Yes.
And Lake Mary just nailed it. They have amazing schools. Mm-hmm. They always have events going on. For instance, every Saturday they do a farmer's market, and our girls love it.
Yeah.
Wine Down Wednesdays. And outside of that, I would definitely say one of the big reasons was the healthcare.
Yes.
Yeah. I also have my 93-year-old grandfather living with us.
That's awesome.
So he has tons of appointments, but
yeah,
we always have options. And the biggest thing to me was everything is in like a 5-mile radius. It's beautiful.
I could not agree more. And for that reason, I live in Lake Mary also. This area has an abundance of golf courses like the Legacy Club, Heathrow, and Timaquan. I'm currently in Heathrow, one of the larger neighborhoods in Lake Mary. It's a gated golf community that shares its home with not only families, but an active aviary population, which many enjoy. Lake Mary is only 25 minutes north of downtown Orlando, and it takes about 45 minutes to get to the closest beach. The median home value in 2023 was $448,000, and the average income per household was over $92,000. Exceptional restaurants keep the residents entertained, and local downtown Lake Mary boasts an expansive farmers market. If you're interested in learning more about Lake Mary and what kind of homes it has to offer, call me at 407-205-0400.
Thank you very much, Vivian. Excellent work as always. Now joined by the people who make VIVs in your neighborhood possible. Our good friends from Universal Roof and Contracting. Justin's here, Cory's here. Welcome, guys. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So I would be remiss if I didn't brag about Universal a little bit with this. It's veteran-owned, of course, but the veteran roof giveaway that you're doing right now is an amazing gesture, and literally it's happening right now. We're doing this veterans roof. Tell me about the veteran roof giveaway.
So we do it every year. We actually draw a winner on our radio show that we host every Saturday on WDBO. And
what time is that?
8 o'clock to 9 o'clock every Saturday. So if you want to hear
it's us again. It's the two of us.
we go at it. But yeah, so we start taking nominations about 3 months prior to Veterans Day, and we announce it, we promote it, we do it on our website, our Facebook page, out in the community events. And because we're veteran founded, one of the things our founder wanted to do to give back is we donate an entirely brand new roof free of charge to a veteran in need. And the criteria to get nominated is simply you nominate your veteran that you love, the person that you know, the person that you feel is deserving of this, their criteria, their rankings, their branch of the military, and we take all of those nominations and we select a winner. And it's so cool to be able to announce that live on the air and to hear and feel the emotions and the reactions of the winners. And we're actually building the veteran roof giveaway winner right now. And it's going great. It's down in Riverview in Tampa, and it's Taya Lewis, and she is in the Air Force. She does a lot with the Wounded Warrior projects now and things like that. So it's an incredible gesture on her part, and we're happy to give back to her in that same way.
And I'm happy too. Derek Moser was able to put some video and pictures of her house right now as it's being re-roofed. What an amazing thing you do for the veterans. But I think it also goes to the culture of Universal Roof and Contracting and why we do these veteran roof giveaways. It's not for publicity or marketing. It really isn't. It's because that is at the foundation of who we are as a company. That's why we do these things.
Absolutely. I was thinking, we were talking about, we've talked about culture before. We're at the beginning of the year. Every year we do an annual kickoff, and it's not just the sales team or the production team. It's everyone that is a part of Universal Roof and Contracting, and we reflect on 2023 and we talk about what's happening in 2024 and how to get better. And it's just so, a lot of times you sit through those kind of things and it's so corporate. It's all about numbers. Yeah. It's all about, and really our vision is, is to improve the places that we gather. Everywhere that we show up, we want it to be nicer when we leave. We want, whether it's a culture thing or a construction thing, that is the identity of who we are. And that's why I love working for the company, and that's why it's so easy to sell. We believe in it, and we know we're going to do the right thing.
And they did the right thing on my house as well. In fact, Derek's going to put some pictures of my house right now. Universal Roof and Contracting did all of the roof on my house too. Thank goodness they did. If you have any roof issues whatsoever, there's a QR code on the screen right now. Take your phone out. All you have to do is swipe the QR code. Your information will get directly to Justin and Cory. They're going to come to your house. Try this. Call some other roofing companies and see what they do. What they're going to do is call you and say, oh, we don't need to come out there. We have an aerial photo of your roof. Boom, boom, boom. We'll be out there. It'll cost this much. That is not what you want to do with your roof. Your roof is structurally maybe the most important part of your home. The part of your home that keeps your house dry, your family safe. The roof is super, super important. Do not trust an aerial photo to dictate what you do with your roof, Justin. That's not how you operate.
Not at all. Boots on the roof are our philosophy. I mean, there's so many things missed by a satellite aerial image. You don't know if there's been any improvements done since that aerial image was taken by the satellite. You don't know if there's gutters, how those gutters are attached, screened in enclosures, if there's any new solar accessories, any abandoned gas vents, things like this that you have to be on the roof to determine. And that's going to play a crucial part in how that scope of work is going to be built and customized to serve that homeowner's needs. There's so many things that can be missed on the aerial view that can be so simply solved and diagnosed properly if you just take the time, do it the right way, and it's the only way that we approach roofing.
As a lot of roofing companies have fallen out in 2023 because they've done crappy work, you had your best year ever in 2023. Yeah. The official roofing sponsor of the Buccaneers, I believe, over in Tampa, and your best year yet. Why is that?
I mean, it all goes back to culture. I think the way that we position ourselves in the industry allows people to really see the transparency of how we operate. What he's talking about, doing things right the first time is a viral type thing. And so leads come in on a referral basis. Our team, we build relationships with people. We self-generate a lot of business by going in and doing what we sell. You know, if I lay out an expectation to you, that's going to happen on the back end of it. And so I think those things are viral in the sense that, you know, neighborhoods and communities start to hear about that. And then, you know, having the kind of reputation where we get to be on the radio, like he mentioned, we're on WDBO and with you. And, you know, we share what we do with the community, and it has put us in a position to grow this past year.
Well, you are technically sales. I know that you are. A lot of these roofing companies are set up where they have salespeople who don't know anything about roofing, who maybe go knock on the door or make phone calls, cold calls. Yes, you are technically, I guess, sales, but you know everything about roofing as well. I think that makes a very big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I think too, I mean, being completely transparent, when I first started, I didn't know what a drip edge was, you know, I mean.
Yeah. I even know what that is now.
Yeah, there
just
you go.
Having you on the show.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You know, but we have such an intensive training philosophy of, you know, we do ride-alongs, we train each other, we have certifications. The manufacturers are in our office, it seems like once a quarter, updating us on things. We even have people who work in accounting going on ride-alongs or going to job sites, because we want everyone to know from the beginning to the end what the process looks like so that they can understand their role in the process. And so it's just something that we consistently do as a team and as a company is sharpen each other up and learn. And so we almost prefer for some of our new hires to be fresh so that we can train them in the way that we do things, you know.
I support you so much. Be honest, do you see me wearing my universal hat when I play pickleball on Sundays? Dallas Lehman always takes a picture post pickleball, and I'm always wearing my universal hat to support you guys, really. That's why I do it.
Yeah, except you haven't invited us to play with you. You wear the hat.
Dallas right over there. You got to get with him on that. Come anytime. It's a lot of fun. Cory, Justin, thank you so much. As always, you do a great job. And by all means, look, if you have any issues with your roof, there is one solution. It is the QR code on the screen right now, or the phone number 407-205-0400. They'll come out. Look, they'll help with the insurance claim. If we have to pay cash, they have payment plans for you that are very reasonable. You need to protect your house by protecting your roof. Universal Roof and Contracting. Quick break. You have real estate continues.
You can be an agent that struggles to get ahead in the competitive real estate world, or you can learn from the best and achieve success. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com and sign up for the Jumpstart program. Get coaching tips and important tools that will help you jumpstart your real estate career. Sign up today and get 10% off your Jumpstart program when you use code word LEARN. Visit youhaveafutureinrealestate.com today and gain the real estate knowledge you need to succeed.
Welcome back to the show. We continue talking about this robust real estate market here in Central Florida. We talked about how a lot of people are leaving New York and some of the other states that are far away, coming here because prices are cheaper. But there are a lot of us here in Central Florida who have been outpriced by the market here as well. And what do you do? Where do you turn when you feel like you're outpriced in a market, where you feel like you're going to be house poor to buy a home? And that's when we look at Ocala, joined by my dear friend Elisha Lopez, Ocala Realty World. Hi, Elisha, how are you?
Wonderful.
And, you know, we still see so many people moving to Florida. Ocala is a little bit different because you see people moving from all parts of the country or internationally, but you also have a lot of Floridians who are relocating from other parts of Florida to Ocala. Why are they doing that?
The price. I mean, you get more bang for your buck all day long.
We had an agent on earlier who had just moved here from New York, and we were comparing a price of a house in St. Cloud to what it would cost in like upstate New York a little bit. And the house that we showed was like $600,000. He said the house would have been 1.5 in New York. But the house at $600,000 here in Orlando is going to be way less even in Ocala. Like, what would a $600,000 house normally cost in Ocala, would you say?
I'd say about $395 to $425 at the most.
Just a huge difference. That PITI payment, when you look at $600,000 versus $380 or $400 even, is a huge difference. And it's really can be the difference between someone being able to buy a house versus having to rent. And I'm telling you, Ocala is a beautiful place. We love to go visit there. We go see Elisha up there all the time. She'll show you houses there. She absolutely will show you what's coming up on the market, what's on the market now. The QR code is right here on the screen. All you have to do is take out your phone and scan the QR code, and she will show you houses in Ocala now, or call us. Call us directly, 205-0400, and I will literally have Elisha call you right away. Investment, though, as well. We talk about buying a primary home. I'm seeing so many people after watching this show who are investing in real estate in Ocala as well. What's the investment real estate market like in Ocala?
So I have a list of investors, and like they're fighting to get on the list. They want to be at the top of the list, yes, because we have sellers that their properties are low age. They've been on the market for a little while, so they start to get more realistic. And then those investors want to be in first place to know about when those price reductions are coming, so they can get a good deal.
Where are you seeing most of the buyers in Ocala from? So if they're not buying in Ocala, they're not from Ocala, they're from somewhere else, are you seeing them mostly from other parts of Florida, international, from other states? Where are you seeing most people heading to Ocala from?
Actually, a lot from South Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach County, and then, of course, from Orlando and then the surrounding areas of Orlando and Central Florida.
And you made that trip, too. You grew up in the Miami area, now live in Ocala. When you get someone who has kind of been born and raised in South Florida, now they've bought a house through you in Ocala, and 2 months later, after they've moved in, what do they tell you about that lifestyle change?
So I'd say 80% of the time they love it.
Yeah.
And then there's that 20% that, gosh, it's so much slower pace and quieter.
Right.
But then they end up getting used to it for sure.
A lot of outdoor things to do, too. We all know about the farms and the horses, really almost the horse capital of the world, Ocala, and throughout Marion County, really. But there's a lot of outdoor activities as well. Not only are the people super friendly and very southern, a lot of southern hospitality, so much to do outdoors there, too, it feels like.
Yeah, there is. I mean, there's a lot of trails. So there's the, bike paths and the different springs. Everybody loves to go in the springs because the water temperature is the same temperature all year round. So they love going swimming in the springs and scuba diving. I know Dallas loves that.
Yes, he does. He's the only one.
Right.
Well, between me and him, he's the only one.
And then Michaela and I are going to go zip lining soon.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'll take pictures. I'll do videos of you guys going down the zip line.
Well, you have to go, though.
Oh, yeah. I'll go. No, I will go. I just don't, I'm not scared of zip lining, but
so much fun.
I feel like I've aged out of zip lining. Is that possible?
Not at all. Yes, it's for all ages.
All right, I'll go. I'll go support. Look, if you talk me into it, maybe I'll do it.
Okay.
But someone needs a videographer, right?
Yeah, you could actually have what's the cam
the
that they
GoPro
put
thing?
Yeah, they have them on the helmets.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Elisha, great to see you as always.
Thank you.
By all means, if you're looking to buy a home right now or looking for investment real estate, Ocala, Marion County, that whole part of Florida is absolutely stunningly beautiful, but you can still get a good deal right now if you go through Elisha Lopez at Ocala Realty World. The QR code is right here. Do yourself a favor, check it out. Get on that list right now. You will not be disappointed. Thank you to our amazing team. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.